This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for Scorpio for the month of February 2018. This reading covers all Scorpios. So if you want a reading that's more pertinent to your particular life story or that incredible soulmate reading, you can contact me via the links in the description box below. Right, Scorpio, we start with your relationship reading, move on to your general forecast, and finish up with your soul path evolution reading. So your relationship reading. The lineup of cards is Trust, Soulmates, Oath, and Celebrate Differences. I also picked a clarifier card. We will discuss that towards the end of the relationship reading. So, if I look at this lineup of cards, the messages that come through with it, for those of you in committed relationships, you need to trust the path that your relationship is taking is the one that you made an oath to your soulmate about. In other words, you have a soul contract with that person. That is, if you're now in a committed relationship. And whatever is occurring between the two of you at the moment, in your relationship, in your connection with one another, in your lives because of one another, remember that you signed up for this experience. Now, I think this is looking at one particular area of your life where that particular relationship is concerned, because you get the Celebrate the Differences card, which says that this soulmate of yours that you're in this relationship with is very different to you. They think differently to you, they behave differently to you, of course they look different to you. Everything about them is different to you. And it may be a sticking point for you at the moment. You may be feeling as if the differences are just too much for you to overcome. But do remember that you and this soulmate of yours made a promise to each other to meet up in this lifetime and to go through these experiences because they were both for your growth, both for your growing towards self-actualization. If you remember that you actually signed up for these experiences with your partner and the two of you made this decision together, it's not a random event at all, then you start to look at these differences with a different eye. For those of you looking for a soulmate, know that no matter what path you are walking on at the moment, if it seems to you as if you are just never going to find that soulmate of yours, trust that indeed the path is leading you directly there, because the two of you made an oath to meet up in this lifetime. You made a promise to one another you would meet in this lifetime and you would have a relationship again. So even if that pathway seems very rocky, very strange, very unpredictable, definitely doesn't seem to be going towards your soulmate, trust that it is in fact doing that. You get the Celebrate Differences card, and the angle for you, those of you looking for a relationship, is to remember that this person is going to be different to what you expect. So for some of you, and here comes the message, that person is already in your circle. You are not seeing them because you are looking for someone that has particular character traits, perhaps similar to yours. They're not like that. They're somebody different. You need to look with more accepting, more open eyes to the fact this person could be very different to what you are thinking they're going to be. Right, I picked a clarifier card and it's coming to the edge. It's very interesting this month that virtually every star sign so far has had an element of having to take a risk, having to take a chance, the courage to do something. So I think for Scorpio, it's risking your heart. Scorpios can be very careful with their hearts. They can put armor plates around their hearts, especially if their partners seemingly don't seem to be living up to their expectations. I think you need to open up your hearts. You need to accept the difference with your partner or the partner that's coming in, and you need to be courageous enough to accept what happens within a relationship so that you don't cut off your heart and put armor around it, and then a relationship can never develop to the kind of levels that obviously your soul is wanting you to experience at the moment. Both of your souls signed up for that. So in February, you're going to be feeling that. You're going to be coming up against that armor that you put around your heart. When you do, remember that this is your soul's way of saying you need to open up. You need to be less worried about being hurt or being disappointed and disillusioned. Right, that's the message that came through for you guys. If I look at your general forecast reading, you get something taking off in a big way this month in either your career, general life, or family life. It takes off very unexpectedly, very suddenly. It can be something that you've been working at for quite a while, but you hadn't anticipated taking off now, or to the level that it is taking off now. This is all about divine timing. This was written into your life story at this particular time and space, for reasons that we will no doubt never understand from this point of view, but one day when we get a bigger point of view, we move on and we see it, we will understand. But understand this is about divine timing. So if it is very unexpected and there's maybe a bit of doubt creeps into, wow, how come it's happening now? Just remember this is about divine timing. And that Queen of Fire speaks about pursuing your passion. It's very important in February that you pursue your passion. I think you're going to realize what your passion is. You realize what you truly want to do. As the heading for this video, the downloaded sort of message for you guys was that you realize what it is you really want to do. And that is perhaps what sets off this almost unprecedented explosion of progress in whatever area of your life it happens in, be it career, family, or your general life in February. Very nice reading so far for you, Scorpio. Right, so if we have a look at your soul path evolution. Now what this is about is this is what your soul wants you to experience in the month of February. So that will manifest outwardly in your relationship life, your general life, your career life, your family life. It's interesting, you get the communication and listen card, you get the 8 of water, and you get the goose. So this tells me, and the message coming through here for you guys is to remain open to both expressing what you want and need, but also taking the time to listen to what other people, the feedback that you get back from other people, or the suggestions that you get. So keep the communication channels open. It is the exchange of information that your soul wants you to experience in February, because I think within that is the messages, the guidance, the downloads that Spirit will be giving you. That 8 of water says, and this is interesting because this lines up with that knowing what it is, knowing what it is that makes you passionate about something, or what it is that will get your blood pumping in your veins that you really want to do. Because this 8 of water says, if you keep going after the same thing and you're still not happy and you just want more and more of it, it means it's not making you happy, is it? So you may be up against a situation like that in February. But you're going to realize, you're going to have that aha moment where you realize, you know what? It's not a case, maybe it could be a case of you going after something which is not for you. It's not making you happy. Or you realize the way you're going after it, or the way you're executing it, or the way you're putting it out into the world is not you, and it's not making you happy. So you're going to change tack somehow in February. You realize how you would really like to do it, or what it is you would really like to be doing. Because that goose card also speaks about that. It speaks about when you have restlessness. It's an indication or a sign that you're not pursuing that which you are passionate about. If you're constantly restless, which you're probably going to feel these moments in February, it is your soul's way of saying to you, you're not pursuing your passion. So you're going to feel that in February, and remember, when you feel that restlessness, pursue your passion. Don't fill it with things that you have done before, more of them, hoping that this time it will fulfill that restlessness or that gap in your life. It's not going to. It is that something that you truly want to do the way you want to do it, which will take that restlessness out of your life. Right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm just going to repeat again, if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, you can contact me via the links in the description box below. I want to thank you for watching and listening and commenting and liking and subscribing. Any of you that share this video, a very big thank you for.